Welcome to Excellent English Learning. If this is your first time here, I want you to imagine something. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a quiet road early in the morning. The sun is not fully up yet. The air is cold. There is no noise, no traffic, no people watching you. Just you and the road. And you have a choice. You can walk a few steps and go back home. Or you can keep walking. That is where consistency begins. This podcast is about growth, real growth, not motivational quotes, not temporary hype, not emotional excitement that disappears after 2 days. This podcast is about discipline. It is about forcing yourself to be consistent when you don't feel like it. It is about building a life that works even when motivation disappears. For the next hour, I will tell you a story about struggle, about failure, about repetition, about showing up when nobody cares, about becoming someone different, not because you felt inspired, but because you forced yourself to continue. And I want you to listen carefully, because consistency is not a talent. It is not something you are born with. Consistency is a decision repeated daily. Let me tell you about Adam. Adam was not lazy, but he was inconsistent. There is a difference. Lazy people do nothing. Inconsistent people start everything. Adam had goals. He wanted to build a business. He wanted to get fit. He wanted to read 50 books a year. He wanted to wake up at 5 a.m. He wanted to learn a new skill. And every Sunday night, he felt powerful. He would open his notebook and write plans. Monday, gym at 6 a.m. Tuesday, work on business, 2 hours. Wednesday, read 30 pages. Thursday, study new skill 1 hour. Friday, networking. Saturday, review progress. Sunday, plan next week. On paper, he was unstoppable. In reality, he lasted 3 days. By Thursday, he was tired. By Friday, he said, I will restart on Monday. And this cycle continued for years. Now, here is something important. Adam was not failing because he lacked intelligence. He was failing because he lacked consistency. Let me give you a concrete example. Imagine two people trying to lose weight. Person A goes to the gym 6 days a week for 2 weeks, then stops for 3 weeks. Person B goes to the gym 3 days a week for 6 months without missing sessions. Who wins? Most people think effort wins, but consistency wins. If person A trains 12 days intensely and then stops, that is 12 days total. If person B trains 3 days per week for 6 months, that is about 72 training sessions. 72 sessions versus 12 sessions. That is a 500% difference. And results follow repetition, not excitement. Adam did not understand this. He believed intensity was enough. One day he decided to change, not dramatically, not emotionally, quietly. He made one rule: I will do less, but I will never stop. That sentence changed his life. He stopped planning 6 habits. He chose one, just one. Wake up at 6:30 a.m. every day. Not 5 a.m. Not extreme. Just 6:30 a.m. And he did something strange. He removed emotion from it. No celebration, no hype, no posting online, Just a quiet alarm clock. The first week was uncomfortable. The third week felt automatic. After 30 days, something interesting happened. He no longer negotiated with himself. Before, his brain would say, "You slept late. You deserve rest. Start tomorrow." Now there was no discussion. The alarm rang. He stood up. Do you know what happens when you remove negotiation from your habits? You remove 80% of your mental exhaustion because most people are not tired from work. They are tired from decision making. Let me give you another example. Imagine you decide every morning whether to brush your teeth or not. You would feel exhausted by day 3, but you don't decide. It is automatic. Consistency turns difficult actions into automatic identity. After 60 days, Adam added another habit: 20 minutes of focused work on his business. Not 2 hours, not 3 hours. 20 minutes. That is it. Let's calculate something real. 20 minutes per day. That is 140 minutes per week. About 2 hours and 20 minutes per week. In 1 month, that is about 9 hours. In 1 year, that is over 100 hours. 100 hours of focused effort. Now imagine someone who works intensely for 10 hours in 1 weekend and then stops for months. Who builds more progress? The person with 100 steady hours. Consistency compounds. Let me explain compounding in a simple way. If you improve 1% per day, it seems small. 1% feels invisible. But mathematically, if you improve 1% every day for 365 days, your improvement is not 365%. It is exponential. It becomes more than 3,700% better over time. Small daily progress creates massive long-term difference. But here is the problem. Humans love dramatic change. We want transformation in 30 days. We want visible results in 2 weeks. We want muscle in 1 month. We want money in 60 days. But real growth is boring. And this is where most people quit. Consistency is boring. It is repetitive. It is silent. It has no applause, no recognition. Let me tell you something honest. For the first 6 months of Adam's consistency journey, nobody noticed anything. Not his friends, not his family, not even himself sometimes. But after 1 year, the difference was undeniable. He was calmer, more focused, more disciplined. He trusted himself. And this is powerful. Consistency builds self-trust. When you break promises to yourself daily, your confidence drops. Not because others doubt you. If you say, "I will wake up at 6, and you wake at 8, your brain records that. If you say, "I will study 1 hour," and you watch videos instead, your brain records that. After 100 broken promises, your mind stops believing you. But when you keep promises, even small ones, something changes. You begin to respect yourself. And self-respect is the foundation of success. Let's talk about forcing yourself, because this word makes people uncomfortable. Force. It sounds aggressive. But forcing yourself does not mean hating yourself. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. There is a moment every day when you face resistance, when the alarm rings, when you open the laptop, when you put on running shoes. That moment lasts about 5 to 10 seconds. If you act within those 5 seconds, you win. If you hesitate, your brain produces excuses. Research shows that emotional resistance peaks in the first few minutes of starting a task. After 10 minutes, resistance drops by nearly 50%, meaning the hardest part is starting. So force yourself for 5 minutes. Just 5. Tell yourself, I will do this for 5 minutes. Most of the time, you continue because momentum is stronger than motivation. Adam discovered this accidentally. One evening, he did not want to work. He was tired. He almost skipped. But he told himself, just 5 minutes. He opened his laptop, worked 5 minutes, then 10, then 30. That single decision created 2 hours of productivity. If he had waited for motivation, nothing would happen. Consistency is not about feeling ready. It is about acting despite not feeling ready. Let's talk about percentages again. If you are consistent 80% of the time, you will outperform someone who is intense 20% of the time. Let's say you plan to study 7 days a week. If you succeed 5 days, that is about 1% consistency. Over a year, that means roughly 260 productive days. Compare that to someone who studies intensely for 2 weeks and then disappears. 14 days versus 260 days. The difference is not small, it is life-changing. Now here is something deeper. Consistency changes identity. When Adam woke up early for 90 days, he stopped saying, I am trying to wake up early. He started saying, I am someone who wakes up early. That shift is powerful. When you become consistent, you stop chasing goals. You become the type of person who achieves them. There is a story about a man who planted bamboo. For 5 years, nothing grew above the ground. He watered it daily. He protected it. He waited. 5 years of nothing visible. Then in the 6th year, it grew 80 feet in a few weeks. Did it grow in a few weeks? Or did it grow in 5 years? Consistency builds roots before results appear. Most people quit at year 1. Some quit at month 3. Many quit at week 2. Very few stay. If you stay, you win. Let me tell you something simple. You do not need to be extraordinary. You need to be consistent. You do not need massive talent. You need repeated effort. You do not need motivation. You need discipline. Force yourself gently, not violently, not with self-hate, but with commitment. When you don't feel like studying, study 10 minutes. When you don't feel like training, train lightly. When you don't feel like working, work shortly. Never zero. Make this your rule. Never 0 days. Because 0 breaks momentum. If you are 90% consistent, you are powerful. If you are 95% consistent, you are unstoppable. If you are 100% consistent, you are rare. And rare people build rare lives. Now I want you to imagine yourself 1 year from today. 2 versions. Version 1. You continue your current pattern. You start. You stop. You restart. You quit. Repeat. Where are you? Probably similar to now. Maybe slightly better. Maybe slightly worse. Version 2. You choose one habit. 1. And you do it daily for 365 days. Even when tired. Even when bored. Even when nobody sees. Where are you? The gap between these two versions is not intelligence, not luck, not talent. It is consistency. So here is my challenge to you. Choose one habit. Make it small, make it realistic. Attach it to a specific time, remove negotiation, track it, protect it, and repeat. Force yourself kindly, because discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. Adam is not special. He simply stopped quitting. And you can do the same. Consistency is not dramatic. It is daily. It is quiet. It is powerful. And if you master it, everything changes. This is your road. The sun is rising. You are standing at the edge. Take the first step. And tomorrow, take it again and again. That is how lives are built. That is how success happens. That is how you become unstoppable. Force yourself to be consistent and watch who you become.